I'd like to welcome all of you to this session about Ayurveda and ENT disorders, prospects, and limitations. And my name is Christian Kessler. I'm a medical doctor, faculty member of the Emmanuel Hospital and the Charité Outpatient Department for Complementary Medicine in Berlin, Germany. Yeah, warm welcome to you all. And I would like you to introduce yourself. Maybe not all of us here in the hall are aware who you are and what you do. So maybe just very, very briefly, one sentence, who you are, where you're from, and also how you relate and how your practice relates to Ayurveda and in particular to ENT. Maybe in brief, Hans, you want to start?
Okay, Hans Rhyner is my name. I'm a citizen of Switzerland, but I spent half my life living in India. And I have a practice in Switzerland, I have a practice in Vienna. I'm also a senior consultant at the Parkschlösschen Ayurveda Hotel here in Germany, in Traben-Trabach. And yes, we have a lot of patients. I mean, if you're a general practitioner like myself of Ayurveda, you're bound to treat ENT because it is very common in Europe that people with this type of complaints come to us. Thank you.
Thank you, Hans. And do you want to continue?
Yeah. I'm Dr. Manjusha Rajagopala, Associate Professor in Shalakya Department at IPGT&RA, Gujarat Ayurveda University, Jamnagar. I'm teaching there since last 14 years. And blessing in disguise, I had to deal with all the three specialities of Shalakya, that is ophthalmology, ENT, as well as dentistry. And in ENT, whatever type of questions patients you are coming across in daily your clinical practice, you can ask the questions. Whatever, if we have some such experience, definitely I will be happy to share.
Great. Thanks, Manjusha.
My name is Nambi. I'm basically from Kerala, born in a traditional family called Ashtavaidyas, having continuous tradition of hundreds of years. I basically one of the major faculty in Ayurvedic point from last 10 years. So I'm much familiar with Europe. And of course, in other various institutes also. We also, as a clinician, as a general practitioner, as well as teaching pediatrics, oftenly comes with different ENT problems. So definitely I'll be happy to share my experiences. Thank you.
Well, thanks to you also. So let's get it started. The first question would be, I mean, we're talking about ENT, and how does that relate to Ayurveda? I mean, in Ayurveda, when we talk about Shalakya Tantra, are we actually talking about ear, nose, and throat? I mean, what's the scope of Shalakya Tantra in comparison to ENT? Maybe the first question goes to the lady.
Thanks. Shalakya deals with the disorders of eye, related to eye. ENT in that ear, nose, and throat. Actually, it not involves throat only. It is oral cavity, which is further divided into 7 subparts like tongue, teeth, the root of the teeth, and the palate, and all 7 subparts, including the throat, and the scalp disorders and headache. This is the purview of Shalakya Tantra.
So, would that be a common ground today to also include the head and the eyes into our discussion? We were discussing this earlier in the hall, so maybe let's expand the scope of ENT, at least in this session today, also including the head and also the eyes, in addition to ear, nose, and throat, if it's okay for you and for the audience. Okay. Do you have a different perspective, Nambi ji?
Definitely, I'll agree with that.
Okay, perfect. And what about neurological conditions in the head, like trigeminous neuralgia? Would we also include that from the Ayurvedic perspective into?
Surely.
Yeah.
Headache. Okay. That is in the Shirashula or headache itself. 9 or 11 varieties of Shirashula are there. So neuralgic headache is included into that.
Okay, good. Then we have a common ground. So I was thinking maybe to start with, if you would have, from all the indications relating to ENT or diseases of the head, if you have one condition that you really would like to treat with Ayurveda, where you say, wow, I have such great results, which of these one indications would be your indication that you would take on a deserted island? Hans?
Deserted island is good. Very, very successful we are in dry eye syndrome.